Well, it was 85 2 days ago.
You think I care about that right now?
I don't know.
This is the warmest I've been all year right now. What a unbelievable performance, huh? Just when we needed it, and you know, we've pitched him in relief this whole season, and he hasn't been effective. And you know, who knew? Who knew that he could do that if given the opportunity? That's why we talk about our guys all the time. In baseball and in life, sometimes opportunities are few and far between, but when you get them, you got to take advantage of them. And 14 strikeouts against Ohio State, is that right? 14 strikeouts? That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. That's as good as pitching performance as we've had all year out of a guy that nobody really expected it out of. You know, got a little hairy there in the second inning. And that's what he's been doing in relief. He comes in relief as a relief pitcher with the game on the line, and he does that. You got to take him out. But as a starter, you got to let him settle in a little bit. And once he settled in, he was really, really good tonight.
Struck out 2 guys on pitches that hit him. A lot of movement on that ball, right?
Yeah, you don't see that very often. And the one was a breaking ball. It flat out hit the guy right in the leg. And the other one was a changeup, I think, hit him in the foot. But yeah, that shows you a lot about the stuff that he had tonight.
Leadoff hitters on better players in the Big Ten. 365. He struck him out 4 times and he struck out 8 times all year.
Yeah, he was the Big Ten Player of the Week this past week, coming off a tremendous weekend. He's a great hitter. And the guys that were swinging and missing tonight, they weren't foul tipping balls. They were missing balls by 18 inches, which it says a lot about the pitcher stuff.
That one pitch you say this is the warmest you've been in a long time. What does this do for a team? How does it feel to finally snap that streak?
Well, I think it's a huge confidence builder for our entire team to know that we had that guy in our back pocket the whole time. And we've made some changes on the staff. A big meeting yesterday with the pitchers that talked about your ability to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. And, to go out here in your first start against Ohio State, coming off a series win on the weekend with snow flying in your eyes, is a big-time uncomfortable situation. And he was tremendously comfortable. And that's the kind of guys you got to have if you're gonna win big games. I didn't get the feeling that anybody in the dugout didn't want to be here tonight. And we talked about that going into it. And I said it's the toughest team's going to win tonight, and I think our guys showed some pretty good grit tonight.
At the bats going tonight again too. You had some run support going into the innings there. What's that like to finally see some decent run support heading into the late innings?
Well, we talked about it. We had a hitters meeting yesterday too, and we talked about the last 2 games against Oklahoma State we had double-digit hits and very few runs. So we tried to make the most of our RBI opportunities tonight. We got out hit 8-7, but we won the game 4-1. So you don't have to get more hits than the opponent. You just have to get more runs, and we found a way to do that tonight.
Talk about the inning, second inning, to have the bottom of the second inning go the way that it did with Max getting that 2-run home run. How much does that help the next time you get up on the mound, and just for the team in general to get that kind of production in the second?
All pitchers like pitching with a lead, that allows you to relax a little bit, and I think that was the case. Had we been down 1-0 most of the game, pitchers kind of put a little bit more pressure on themselves. But when you get a lead, that kind of lets them take a deep breath and just attack hitters, and that's what Ross was able to do.
Just the importance of this weekend to get back into conference play and get something positive going.
Yeah, it's big. We're next to the bottom in the Big 12 right now, and the Big 12 is a big jumbled mess like we knew it was going to be. One good weekend can get you right back in it. Oklahoma was in right at the top going into last weekend. They lost all 3 like we did, so now they're in the bottom of the pack. So whoever wins this series between us will get back to the top. It's going to be like that the whole season. So this is a huge, huge confidence builder for our guys getting on the road.
You wear that Oklahoma State outline on the back of your helmet. Obviously, it has special significance to you after what you guys were able to do last year. To go back there now and be that close to the area, what will this mean to the team?
I think it'll mean a lot. I don't think we're going to take the team down into Moore and show them around just yet. We're going to wait for the conference tournament probably and get everybody down there and look at the homes that we helped clean up. I know we made some fans in Oklahoma last year when we did what we did. Hopefully they'll come out. I don't expect them to be wearing gold and blue, but I know there's some people down there that are anxious to see us come.
Thanks, Coach.